Okay, let's unpack this. Imagine a moment, like straight out of a movie. A guy who disappeared 13 years ago just shows up.
Mhm.
And the very first thing he says to the woman he left is, "Marry me."
Right. I mean, talk about an entrance.
It just makes you ask, why? What happened 13 years back? Why now? And maybe the biggest tell, her
A
answer.
direct no.
Exactly, a hard no.
It's an opener that really it tells you so much and yet almost nothing concrete, right? But it just throws you into this collision of past and present.
Totally.
And you shared these parts of Nathan's child. And what we want to do in this deep dive, it's more than just hitting plot points. We need to dig into the why.
Understand what's driving these people.
Yes. Understand the motivations, the history, and figure out what this whole story tells us about, second chances, secrets, how the past just hangs around.
Think of us as helping you explore the map you've given us. We're diving into the really compelling bits together. So, first up, we meet Carin. She's got this life on Pelican Cay. Seems pretty sweet, running her art shop. Karen's cottage seems settled.
Independent. Successful even.
And then, boom, Nathan. Footloose photographer, totally detached from her world for, what, over a decade? Suddenly he's right there.
And to get why that's such a shock, we really have to go back. 13 years ago, Carin was actually engaged to Dominic Wolfe,
Nathan's brother.
Nathan's brother, yeah. And the sources say she went to Pelican Cay early, something about establishing residency before the wedding, and Nathan, as the best man, shows up a week early too.
That week, alone, together.
That's the pivot point, isn't it? It changed everything. They didn't just, hang out. They fell in love. Hard.
And it led to them making love, right, during a storm.
Yes, that's what the narrative says.
Yeah.
A really intense connection for Carin. The source says she loved him body, heart, and soul. Total immersion.
But Nathan's reaction wasn't quite the same, was it?
No, it was immediate guilt, like overwhelming guilt. He felt he'd overstepped his limits, betrayed Dominic, told Carin it was a mistake. He just wasn't ready for all of that.
The commitment, the fallout.
Exactly. So he just bailed, disappeared back into his roaming photographer life, became the lone wolf, left her completely.
Wow. And Carin, she's left there, engaged to his brother, knowing she can't go through with it.
Instantly knew. How could she? After Nathan. The text mentioned she tried telling Dominic, but he kind of brushed it off.
Right.
Pre-wedding nerves.
Oh, classic dismissal.
Right. And telling her dad, forget it. He wanted the marriage for business reasons, the wolf connection. It felt impossible.
So she had no choice, really. She breaks the engagement and just runs away to Pelican Cay.
Yeah, she fled there. But here's the thing. She didn't just hide. She rebuilt. Seriously rebuilt. Threw herself into her art. Built up Karen's cottage. Became respected.
Made her own life.
Exactly. And created this whole support system. Her created family on the island. Friends like Hugh McGillivray, the pilot.
Who seems quite interested in her.
Definitely. And her mentor, Gretel. Her agent, Stacia. Neighbors. Caretakers. It shows real strength, after being abandoned like that.
Meanwhile, Nathan's off solidifying his lone wolf thing.
Yep. Successful photographer, book called Solo, gets critical praise, and everyone's like, oh, that's basically his life story. Purposefully rootless, never staying put.
Avoids ties completely.
Until the big surprise. The reason he finally comes back.
He finds out he has a daughter.
Bingo. Lacey. Carin never told him. Never breathed a word after that week.
And her reasons for that. They're complex, aren't they?
Very. The source says she banished the thought. On one level, she thought telling him would just ruin his life, tie him down, make him resent her and the obligation.
Protecting his freedom, in a way. Or maybe protecting herself.
Could be both. Definitely worried about the rift it would cause between him and Dominic. She convinced herself keeping it secret was the right thing to do. A sacrifice. But yeah, you have to wonder how much was self-protection too. Fear of rejection, maybe?
It's messy.
Very. And all this time, Lacey's growing up. Almost 13 when Nathan reappears. Carin gave her all his photography books, which she loves.
Especially Solo.
Yeah. And visits from Dominic and other wolves made her curious. She even named her dog Zeno after the wolf in Nathan's book. It's quite touching, that subconscious reach for connection.
She really wants a dad.
Desperately. You can feel it. She wants to know him, wants that family thing. She was even disappointed he didn't come right away after finding out. Her wanting him there is a huge factor now.
So Nathan's return isn't just about Carin, it's driven by Lacey.
Fundamentally, his whole stated goal is to do the right thing, be a father. And he says flat out, the island is going to be my home now. wants that second chance with Carin, admits he messed up badly before.
It's a total 180 from the guy who ran away.
Totally. Responsibility hitting him hard.
But doing the right thing isn't simple when you reappear and propose marriage on the spot.
No. Maybe he thought it was the ultimate commitment gesture, but Carin's immediate no just slams that door shut. Shows how deep her defenses are.
The source says she feels spent, frazzled, just overwhelmed by him being there. All that old love and hurt crashing into his new determination and what it means for Lacey.
It's a lot. So Nathan pivots from the grand gesture to just being there.
Yeah.
Persistently. He starts bonding with Lacey, fishing, looking at her photos, talking shop. Sees she's got talent too.
And he starts taking charge of it.
Yeah, in practical ways. Like Carin needs time for this big New York show, so he hires someone, Elaine, to run her shop. Frames it as being helpful, reasonable, which it is, but it also embeds him deeper into her daily life.
And then things get even more complicated. The accident.
Right. Carin's bike crash. Might have been distracted seeing Nathan with his agent, Gabby. Zeno the dog runs out, she swerves. Bam. Broken arm, sprained ankle. Can't manage alone.
Her painting arm, too. That's crucial for her work.
Exactly. And this forces Nathan into a full-on caregiver role. Stays at the hospital for ages, insists she recover at his place. He's physically carrying her, cooking, sleeping on the sofa nearby.
That forced proximity must change things.
Completely. No more keeping him at arm's length.
And Lacey must be, well, probably thrilled in a way.
Oh, totally thrilled. Both parents under one roof. The source says she feels like everything would be all right now. She gets to just be a kid for a bit.
That's sweet. But for Carin?
It's complicated. She's grateful Lacey's happy, but being cared for by Nathan, that closeness, it stirs up all those old feelings, that longing for more she thought she'd buried.
And then the agents get involved. Stacia, Carin's agent, and Gabby, Nathan's agent.
Yeah, Gabby Del Castillo, big name. They cook up this idea for a joint show in New York. Island Eyes, Carin's paintings, Aiden's photos.
And Lacey's photos, too.
And Lacey's photos. It solves Carin's problem. She can't paint enough new stuff with her arm broken. But Carin feels kind of beholden, obligated. And Gabby's now properly in the picture, this powerful figure linked to Nathan's old life.
So off to New York for the show. Carin wanted to go with just Lacey, right? Get some space.
It seems like it. But Nathan's not having it. He's in full dad mode now, comes right along with him on the plane. They arrive as a trio.
A family unit, sort of?
Exactly. And in New York, they stay with Dominic and Sierra.
Oh, awkward.
Surprisingly not, according to the source.
Yeah.
It's warm, welcoming. They even have one of Carin's paintings hanging up. And Lacey gets to meet the whole Wolf clan, Rise, Mariah, Douglas, the twins.
And she loves it.
Absolutely beaming. This is the family connection she's craved, feeling real. And Carin sees this, compares it to her island life, and feels that pull, that longing for belonging that Lacey's experiencing so powerfully.
Okay, so the gallery opening itself, Island Eyes.
Huge success.
Yeah.
Carin's genuinely amazed. Nathan's photos perfectly complement her paintings. Apparently, he took them specifically to do that. And he helped Lacey frame her photos.
Oh, that's lovely.
Yeah. Lacey's over the moon seeing her work up there. Carin feels grateful, sees it as a real family affair. This unexpected positive outcome from them all being thrown together.
But the living situation adds tension. Small apartment.
Tiny studio. Their beds are practically touching. Loads of unresolved tension simmering there. Carin struggling internally.
Well, Lacey thinks it's great.
Oh yeah, Lacey thinks it's so cool, hopes it's always like this. She just wants them together.
But reality bites. Carin confronts Nathan about Gabby, his agent.
Yeah, she knows Gabby wants him back out there, taking assignments, leaving Pelican Cay. Nathan's a bit cagey about it. But Carin knows his history, his career. Staying on a small island forever seems unlikely.
Doesn't fit the lone wolf photographer image.
Not really. Plus, Lacey throws another curveball, saying she wants a brother. Just adding to that whole ideal family pressure.
Which leads to the big decision. Carin agrees to marry him.
She does, but, and this is crucial, she tells him it's not for him. It's the right thing to do for Lacey. Especially after seeing how much Lacey blossomed with the Wolf family. She says, I don't need you, but Lacey does.
Ouch, that must have hurt Nathan.
Deeply. The source says he felt it all came back to Lacey. That she's marrying him purely out of duty for their daughter, not for love.
But privately,
Yeah.
It's different.
Completely different. Internally, she admits she does love him. She can't fight it anymore, feels too weak to resist. She's actually hoping he'll fall in love with her.
Wow. So she's settling, accepting potentially unrequited love.
Pretty much. She rationalizes it as best for Lacey, maybe even good for Nathan, helping him escape that solitary life. But she knows she might get hurt. It's a huge gamble framed as duty.
So they get married in New York, and Nathan still feels it's just duty on her part.
Yeah, he sees her going through the motions, thinks being a husband is going to be way harder than being a father because of that emotional wall she's put up.
And back on Pelican Cay,
Sure.
it doesn't get better.
It gets worse, if anything.
Yeah.
She's distant, unbent. Any warmth they had is gone. Nathan finds her indifference just killing him. They share a bed, but emotionally they're miles apart.
He tries, though.
Oh, he tries desperately, pleads with her, then love me, let me love you. They even make love, and it's intense like that first time.
Yeah.
A real connection seems possible. The next morning, walls straight back up. She immediately brings up Gabby again. Gabby told me you need to go. Shuts down any opening, any chance to build on that intimacy. Her expression is shuttered.
This closes him off completely.
Completely. And after 3 days of this emotional deep freeze, Nathan hits his limit. Feels like they're zombies. Decides if the connection's dead, he has to leave. Now.
So he does it. He leaves.
Yeah. Says goodbye to Lacey, who's distraught. Tells her to go to school. Then Carin. She literally turns her back, washing dishes, won't even look at him. Her final wall.
Oh, man. But it's only when he's actually gone.
That it hits her. Full force. She feels hollow, aching, desperate. Finally admits to herself she loves him, denying herself. Calls herself a coward.
The classic too little too late realization.
Seems like it. But then, another accident. Estelle runs in, frantic. Nathan's had an accident.
What happened?
He was trying to stop the seaplane. The plane meant to take him away. Risked getting seriously hurt just to get back to her, to talk to her one last time.
That's desperate and dramatic.
Very. And leads to the climax, right there in the street. Injured, vulnerable, he just blurts it out. He loves her. Couldn't leave without saying it.
And Carin?
She finally lets go. Meets his confession with hers. I love you. I love you too. They kiss right there in front of everyone. All defenses down. Finally. And the story gives us a little glimpse of the future. A time jump. Nathan's new book is called Not So Solo. Features Zeno the wolf, but now Zeno has a mate and cubs.
Ah, nice parallel. He's not solo anymore.
Exactly. And we see them at another gallery opening. Nathan, Carin, Lacey, and a baby son, Joshua.
They did it. They found their family.
Yeah. Nathan tells Carin, I love you. All of you. Meaning her, Lacey, the baby. It's that full circle. They navigated all the hurt, the secrets, the near misses, and got there. Found there happily ever after.
What a journey. It really shows how past choices echo, doesn't it? And how family can form in really unexpected, messy ways.
Absolutely. It took tearing down walls built over 13 years. Required immense courage, especially at the end. From secrecy and abandonment to open confession and belonging.
So we've traced it all. The shocking return, the weight of the past, Lacey being the catalyst, the forced closeness, the near misses, and that final public declaration.
When you look back at this deep dive, what really stands out? Think about Carin hiding the truth for so long, her reasons. Nathan switched from running away to digging in. The complexity of agreeing to marry for duty when love was underneath it all.
Yeah, the burden of those secrets. And just how incredibly hard it must be to be truly vulnerable after all that time and hurt.
It really makes you think, doesn't it? Sometimes it feels like you have to face losing something completely, risk everything, before you can actually see what it's worth to you, before you can find the words for how you really feel.
Which leads to a provocative thought to leave you with. Does the threat of imminent loss sometimes clarify what truly matters, what we desire most, more powerfully than anything else ever could?